Loving viewers, welcome to Animal World, our co-inhabitants, and our series on stopping animal cruelty. Today we will look at the inhumane practices carried out on the colorful, intelligent beings of rivers and seas. Fish. According to research conducted by Dr. Cullum Brown at Macquarie University in Australia, fish possess cognitive abilities greater than or equal to those of primates and elephants. Not only can they recognize individuals, but they can also use tools, learn, teach, and form complex, intricate social relationships. Many people erroneously believe that fish do not feel pain. However, this is wholly untrue. In fact, fish communicate using a variety of low-frequency sounds, including clicks, buzzes, sobs, and screams beyond the range of human hearing. Dr. Donald Broom, professor of animal welfare and advisor to British government, says the scientific literature is quite clear. Anatomically, physiologically, and biologically, the pain system in fish is virtually the same as it is in birds and mammals. So what is the pain system in fish? Just like humans and other mammals, fish have nerve endings and pain receptors near the surface of their skin called nociceptors. When the skin is damaged, the chemical bradykinin is released, causing the nerves to send a message that releases a second neurotransmitter called substance P, which in turn sends a message up the spine to the brain, which feels the sensation of pain. These chemicals that transmit pain are found in all mammals, birds, fish, and frogs. Fish also produce chemicals called endorphins that block the feeling of pain, just as humans do. In fact, the painkiller morphine has the same effect of blocking pain transmission in humans as it does in fish. Studies at Roslin Institute in Edinburgh, Scotland, showed that fish may rock back and forth when they feel physical and mental pain, similar to the behavior of deeply shocked humans or factory-farmed animals.
Fish definitely know fear, there's no doubt about that. Being caught in a net or a trap is definitely a very stressful event for them. Fear really is just an example of extreme stress. They feel pain just in the same way as we do.
In the fish farming industry, however, every year, literally billions of fish are brutally killed, and in some cases the animals are eaten or cooked alive. The dish called yin-yang fish involves only partially frying a fish's lower body so that it can be served while still alive and conscious as its half-fried body is cut, picked at, and eaten. In 2003, the UN's Food and Agriculture Organization estimated that worldwide fish production was 132.5 million metric tons. Of this amount, 42 million tons were from fish factory farms known as aquaculture facilities, while 90 million tons were captured in drift nets or by trawling. In 2005, the total went up to 142 million tons. Unlike land animals, the number of actual lives taken is not recorded. Instead, fish are measured by weight, with estimates being higher than the number of chickens killed. Fish farming practices vary according to species of fish and country. Production of baby fish known as fry or fingerlings is the first step in which a breeding stock of male and female fish are kept. The female is periodically felt and palpated in order to check if her egg mass is free. This continuous checking is very stressful for the fish as they are handled roughly and pulled out of the water. If the egg mass is free, the eggs are then squeezed out of the mother fish through genital papillae, which is inherently painful and sore. Alternately, a jet of water may be directed into the body cavity in order to flush out the eggs, or the eggs may simply be cut out with a knife. After this, the female is usually killed and sold. Next, the males are milked through squeezing, which is extremely agonizing and distressing to the fish, which may be milked up to 5 times before also being slaughtered. The eggs and semen are mixed and kept in temperature-controlled conditions. After the eggs hatch, the newborn hatchlings are fed to be 4 to 7 inches for salmon, and then they are subsequently starved and transported to be intensively raised in factory farms. The method of handling and the transport itself damages the fish's fragile developing bodies. The reason for starving the animals is so that they do not defecate during transport and thus die from the toxic conditions. Fish farms are of 2 types: inland farms and sea farms. Inland farms use concrete tanks measuring up to 35 meters in length, where light and food are tightly controlled and monitored. The farms at sea consist of cages 70 meters in diameter that float along the shoreline at estuaries of rivers. The fish are packed tight and confined in these cages, each of which may contain more than 50,000 salmon or 270,000 trout. Other sea animals such as eels, prawn, and tuna are also factory farmed. Tuna in the wild can live for up to 40 years and swim 70 kilometers per hour. However, in the farms, 2,000 tuna are confined to a 30-meter tank. Wild salmon are migratory and are used to swimming across oceans. So in such confinement, they go insane and repetitively swim in circles, much like the repetitive behavior of confined factory-farmed pigs and cows. The claustrophobic confinement causes some fish to die from stress. These sensitive creatures may also become cannibalistic and start fighting and biting each other. They also swim into one another as well as into the sides of their tank or cage, further injuring themselves. Also, the massive amounts of fecal and nitrogen-based waste they produce causes many problems due to poor filtration and hygienic conditions, including kidney and pancreas infections, cancers, furunculosis, fibrosis, and sea lice. Disease, stress, illness, and deformities kill anywhere